Our Roman Empire is looking glorious with the historical borders, powerful legions, and a civilizing mission. But there's one thing that it's missing: a completely stable, non-maniacal, disciplined, and capable emperor. I know, good luck on that one. So in today's video, we are going to be seizing control from the pesky Senate before asking if one more province might satiate our thirst for conquest. Spoiler alert, it doesn't. Can we create a true Roman Empire free from the tyranny of the Senate? Well, stay tuned to find out. And we are back with our glorious Rome, guys. But what are we doing today? Well, there's one thing that our Rome is missing, and that is the glorious leadership of a very competent and not messed up at all emperor, I'm sure. Now, there's a couple of routes we can take with that. What we basically have to do is go down this technology over here. We can either request a line of succession, which has no war, and demand a line of succession, which does have a war. There's a lot of hoops to jump through, so we're going to go through it step by step. First things first, though, guys, we are going to get militant Epicureanism for our next tech, basically so we can get free stability, because we need as much stability as possible. And that minus 90% omen power really doesn't matter now. We've got 239% omen power anyway. And honestly, guys, as treasonous as it is to say it, we are going to miss this Senate somewhat. They haven't really given me much problems at all since the very start of the campaign. Well, guys, let's press play and put into motion a lot of things that are going to cause a lot of chaos in our lands. Well, we got our first innovation that we need, so let's go for militant Epicureanism. We could actually request a line of succession pretty much right now, but first of all, we don't have the innovations to do it, and we need to do these two techs first. Also, I'm definitely not having an emperor that's an Urseticidi. It's not gonna happen, guys. Let's wait until we can get someone more appropriate, like a Cornelii. I mean, these are our families, so either a Claudii or a Cornelii would be the ones for us, I think. Well, let's start a war just to get our stability nice and high. I'm not really bothered about fighting this properly. I just want to desecrate a few temples, basically. And there goes the first one, guys. 10 stability, nice and easy. And basically, we're just going to put the Legio Africa on temple destruction mode. And we just gained 10k gold from an event. Very nice. Well, guys, as I was saying before, the aim of this war is not really to do too much. It's just to get our stability nice and high. We do have an innovation now, but like I say, I mean, we could go down the first two laws just so we're ready for when the next guy comes in. So I think, yeah, let's do it. So we're going to appoint this guy a dictator over here. That will then allow us to rewrite the constitution. Very nice. And basically we'll do the rest when our new guy comes in charge, which hopefully should be posthumous Cornelius, but let's see. As for this war, it's served its purpose. We'll just take this little piece of land. Ooh, and then our guy died on a bear hunt. That's actually very, very useful for us. Yeah, let's see what we can do here. Now, this guy's stats are not the most impressive in the world, but he is a Cornelius, so that makes a big difference, apparently. First things first, let's go Princeps Civitatis over here, which is going to make election term duration 45 years longer. So basically, this guy is not getting out of power. We've got enough time to do everything with him. Now, he needs temporary dictatorship and popularity, but we're going to do something about that popularity very soon, guys. Well, first things first, we need a few prisoners, so let's take out Insubria, and that took about a month. Very nice indeed. Now, let's make sure we imprison their leaders. Now we need a bit of popularity for our next tech. We do need to get our innovations, though, so what I'll probably do is wait until these two are done, because we need 2 more innovations to go down this line. And I just raised all of the levies in preparation for this, guys. Well, we've got our 2 innovations now, guys. So what we need to do is get popularity above 90 and a temporary dictatorship. We can have a temporary dictatorship very easily. We're going to attack these boys here, and that actually brings in Scythia, which is fantastic because we were actually fabricating on them. Anyway, go over here. Let's appoint him the dictator as well. Now, in terms of getting him some popularity, we're going to come across to our imprisoned people, and we're basically going to arrange some gladiatorial debuts. And it gives us 15 popularity each time we do this. And unfortunately, we only had a couple of guys for that, so that is a little bit unfortunate, but I think we just get into this this fight over here. And I'm basically just going to have this merc over this way, destroying all the holy sites over this way. So now we desecrated a load of holy sites, guys. We've got 100 stability. So let's desecrate one more, I think, because we just need to take a little bit more so I can get some more prisoners. So now what we can do is piece out these guys to get some extra prisoners. So let's do that. And it didn't actually let us imprison them, which is a bit annoying. Now our guy has 80 popularity, so we just need to do a little bit more. So we're going to sponsor games with him to get his popularity up, basically. Oh, we just got an event to give him 90 popularity. There we go. Fantastic, guys. And basically, if you want to do it without the Civil War, to get that 50 tyranny, you can just go through your characters and do certain things. Like, you can just imprison random people over here, that sort of thing. You can smear a lot of reputations. That definitely helps. If you've got people that are not your religion, I did manage to find one before, but say this guy's Kemetic over here, we can force his conversion. That's sort of the 5 tyranny. So guys, I am back after a couple of reloads, and I'll just go through them both first of all. First of all, we did trigger the Civil War at one point, but the game just really couldn't handle it. Like, it was going through a month every like 30 seconds. It was lagging so much because of the amount of troops on the map. It was just kind of crazy, honestly. And on top of that, even though we had massive stability, we were getting absolutely crushed. The AI seemed to have like 500,000 troops out of nowhere that were just absolutely ruining us. I think it's partly because, you know, the AI can manage the troops better than us. Even if we do put them on whatever, like independent action or whatever, they were getting like absolutely ruined everywhere. So for both of those reasons, I then tried to go for the other path over here where we take it peacefully. But as soon as I opened the holdings thing to get the populares support up, it crashed straight away. So I'm going to try that again, but let's see. If you are doing this at home, guys, I would recommend doing the Civil War a lot earlier if you're going to do that, because otherwise I would have been sat here for like 5 hours to go through 10 years of the game, which the Civil War, let's be honest, would have lasted longer than 10 years. So yeah, I don't think it's highly recommended to do the Civil War at this point. But for all of you guys disappointed, don't be disappointed. I will do a video where we form Italian Rome, basically take all of Italia and then form the Roman Empire very, very early, just for a bit of payback to all you guys. Now, in order to form the empire peacefully, we need to get 50 tyranny, which is actually really easy to do, and we also need to get the populares support greater than 80. Now, to do both of these, we need to start going on to our guys here that have populares support. So I've got all of the populares up here. Basically, what we're going to do is grant myself a load of holdings if I can, if it loads. We'll see. It did load this time. Good, good, good. And basically grant us like the most powerful holdings, like Alexandria, basically. And that took about 30 seconds just to grant myself Alexandria, but it did raise the populaire support quite a bit. Up to 75 from 69, so we're going to do that again, however long it takes. And like when you press these buttons now, it takes like at least like a minute to just load the menu. So, yeah, I'm going to be here a while, I think, guys. And now they have 77 control, so one more should do it, hopefully. Well, I've granted a holding to the co-consul as well, guys, and I think we just play the game for a little bit. We've got 0.66 populares approval, so that should go to 100. And then if that ticks over 80, we should be good. Now, in terms of the tyranny, I'll do that once we tick over 80, so we're not you know, annoying any of these guys. In the meantime, we are going to move our legions for some more attacks. And they did tick up to 79.81% here, guys. Nice. And that actually counts as 80 support. Very cool. So now we just need 50 tyranny. Now, the way we're going to do this is using our characters again, and we're not going to annoy the populares at all. We're just going to come through some of these people that aren't Hellenic and basically force them to become non-Hellenic. You see, this guy, Titus Apronius, is Iberic, so if we force conversion, that is 5 tyranny right there. We've actually got a governor that's still Italic. I mean, I don't even know if there's any Italic religion left in the world, guys. Like, how are you still Italic, bro? Also, someone was asking about Tiber over here, why it's yellow. Honestly, I don't know, because as you can see, it is mainly Hellenic, but it's got a decent amount of Kemetic pops, but not as many Hellenic, and it's showing Kemetic. So I don't know why it's doing that, but it is showing that. And as you can see, the amount of people we have brought back from overseas, shall we say, has kind of changed the landscape over here in Latium. Now, there's obviously many other ways in which you can get tyranny, guys, but I'm doing this one first because it's sort of the least impactful on the rest of our realm. So we're now at 38 tyranny. We just need a little bit more, which means we can like imprison a few of these guys, which are, they're kids, so they have no like problem with it. They're not going to rebel or anything. It's going to be a little bit annoying for their parents and stuff, but we'll release them very soon. And there we go, guys. We can now request a line of succession. Like I say, I'm very sorry about the Civil War thing, but we will do it in a later video. So make sure you do like and subscribe for that. And of course, for this video, because I've literally been granting holdings and doing all of this stuff for like 20 minutes. just to do a couple of things. And there we go. Let's press OK. And apparently we are still Rome, but we are the August reign of Posthumus Cornelius. What a boy. And in order to become the Roman Empire, we need imperial ambition over here, which we need 90 popularity again. So we'll imprison a few more people when we start conquering. And it's funny, when you do that, it literally just removes that tree from the tech as well, I believe. And now we just need to remake the nation, basically. And that hasn't made many people very happy, really, has it, guys? While we are waiting to become a true empire, let's get marching, guys, and cleaning up the rest of the world, because we are turning this into a world conquest, my friends. And we're going to go to high wages as well to get rid of some of our governor corruption. As our first action as an empire, guys, let's take out Britannia over here. Let's go. And we've got plenty of holy sites to sack over here as well. Well, look how slow the game's running right now, guys, on 5 speed. Imagine this even slower when we were in the Civil War. I just reloaded the game, guys, and as you can see, I think we may have broken it. Like, look how slow it's going. I think it's just, you know, the amount of troops and everything. But it did work well last time. So maybe I just need to, I don't know. I have reloaded it. So, yeah. Luckily, we can siege down so quickly up here. It's fine. Oh, and it's back to normal. My computer was making a lot of noise, but it was nowhere near using as much of its capacity. I think it was just struggling with something in-game. Not sure exactly what, but something. And we have desecrated a lot of temples, guys, now, so our stability is very nicely high. Now we can get our ideas, guys. I think we go for siege ability. That will be a good one. I think city planning is very, very useful for us now. And let's go for loyalty of generals and admirals too. And finally, loyalty of characters, I think, will be a really, really useful one, honestly. So let's go for that. Well, there goes Britannia, guys, giving us some lovely stability. And, well, I say lovely land. It's not lovely land, but it is land nonetheless, isn't it? 95 war score. Very nice. Let's go. And we need to imprison these boys. So let's do what we were doing before. Before we do that, though, let's make sure we release all of these people from prison that we put in prison before that are Roman. And that's actually bringing down our tyranny quite a bit. And unfortunately, there was only one option for a gladiatorial debut. They do, in fact, though, have a lot of cities over here now, probably through their missions. So we will get building in them when we can. Well, I think before we do that, though, there's one old enemy that we need to get rid of. Let's go. And this is going to be fighting the Ptolemies as well. So I have got a couple of mercs down here. I'm basically just going to set all of these boys on independent action. Hopefully they make the right choices. Let's make sure we are still founding cities in these areas that do not have them. And now we have finished the Greek kingdom traditions as well. So do we even have any more to do? I don't think we do, so we've kind of run out of stuff to do with our military tradition, guys, because remember, we could integrate a culture, but Remember, this is a one culture run, my friends. Things seem to be going all right down here in the Ptolemies land as well. I think my guys are doing a decent job. Things are going pretty well against Carthage, you could say. I think we just got given a city by the British mission tree. This place was becoming a city, and it just has. After we've taken it. And I've got to remember to keep sacking these holy sites. I always forget that. And we just siege down Moreau. Very nice. Are our troops still good? Let's see, guys. Yep. Very good indeed. Got to say, that is a mess of a legion from the Ptolemies too. Although, ours does have some light infantry in, which I'll get rid of at some point. Well, I could peace out Carthage now. However, I want to peace out the Ptolemies separately. So let's do that. We just need to wait till September, and then we can peace these boys out. And wow, we got defeated down here. Really, really surprising, honestly. And look at that stability. Awesome. Well, now we can peace out the Ptolemies separately. And like I say, with our desecrating temples, we don't need to worry about AE too much anymore, so let's just take as much as we can, which is pretty nice, honestly. Well, there we go, snaking our way down the coast a bit more, and what we will do is send our guys towards Germania, because that is where we're going next, guys. And there goes a full annexation on Carthage as well. Very nice indeed. And that then now allows us to do imperial ambition, my friends. Rome changes name to the Roman Empire. That is glorious. There we go. Worst naming site ever. Like, what is that? Like, could you not go like that, maybe? That would be good. But it is still glorious. And now we've changed everything again. So I'm just going to do the same ones as I did before, guys. And now we can actually do like a mission like the Matter of Fezzan, which is going to allow us to have claims over here. And that's what we're going to use these guys for. And I'm actually going to build a great temple in Rome because of the amount of oopsies that we've got there that are not our religion. And honestly, as glorious as our first Emperor Posthumus Cornelius is, I kind of hope he dies soon because his legitimacy is not too good. Even though it's going up a lot, it's not great, and it's making a lot of people disloyal. We also need to try and tick our tyranny down as well for that threshold for civil war. I think we just get into Garamantia now, guys. Let's go. And we got to remember to keep desecrating these sites. Well, this war's going relatively well. Unfortunately, there's no more holy sites. We've sacked them all. So, apart from this one, but it's uncolonized, so we can't even desecrate it. Disgusting! So, yeah, we'll have to get into these guys up here very soon. Oh, wow, they managed to put together like 50k troops, guys. I did not expect that from Garamantia. Fair play. But here come the big boys, smashing into them. There we go, nice. Well, there we go. 94 war score, but only 5 aggressive expansion. Can we take that as well? No, unfortunately not. And that does basically relegate them to the middle of the desert. And it looks like it... Oh, it very nearly crashed. Oh. There's only one nation allowed to be red around here, my friends, and it's Rome. Well, name placement again is letting us down. And we can actually like do some missions with this as well, which is pretty insane. We're actually able to do missions that aren't building up missions, guys. Well, I don't think we need to wait for anyone more. Let's just get into the Germanians up here. And let's see if they've made any more sites. A couple. We do need to desecrate some more to get some more stability. And across the Rhine we have marched, my friends, absolutely smashing them. Very nice indeed. We now do have all of our ideas. Very nice. And lots of juicy land for our grand theatres down here. We've got a slave revolt all the way down here. That's a little bit annoying, but I think we can maybe get a levy. Well, 2k is not going to be enough, is it? We really do need to find some holy sites now. We are struggling. They have managed to put together quite a few troops, as you can see, guys, but we are just crushing them every time we fight them. And finally, we can desecrate another temple. We needed that for our stability. And we are now Romans in Scandinavia. And there goes another temple. And now we've got a negative legitimacy. I don't know how that's happened. I didn't even notice. I have been scheming for him to prove his legitimacy like quite a bit, but I guess nothing's happening on that. And we've gone all the way to Upland to desecrate another temple. We are obsessed with it at the moment. And there we go. Our first emperor did die, and we're not off to a great start because, yeah, we've put a 14-year-old in charge. Appius the 4th Cornelius. Why is he the 4th? I don't understand this. He's only our 2nd emperor. Okay. I think things honestly just get a little bit weird and janky at this point. And there we go, guys. We can take miles past the Rhine. Glorious. Well, guys, let's clean up these little boys over here. And again, we need to look for some holy sites. Let's also finish this part of Africa off too. I didn't realize there's this little boy over here. What are they doing? Well, there we go. It's only 2 aggressive expansion. Very nice. And it's safe to say civilization hasn't quite touched this area. There's like no cities at all. Well, we can finally peace out with these little boys. That means this area, apart from this, is pretty much done. And there, our second emperor, who is also Appius IV, Cornelius, has come of age. He is not great, as you can see. Let's make sure he is scheming for legitimacy, and let's arrange a marriage. Let's also get into the Scythian revolt over here. And unfortunately, there are no holy sites that we can stomp on. Unfortunately, we got given a white peace with these guys. I don't know why. Well, guys, one last massive war in Germania, and then we'll probably call it a day for this episode. So let's get going. We've got plenty of legions ready to go, so let's jump on them and make sure that we check where the sites are. There are plenty in the lands just a bit further back, and we should also be able to take these guys out straight away. And there we go. Here we go. 24k versus 43. And yeah, that's pretty nice. And we are running them back, my friends. Running them back. Look at that, 85%. I have double stacked it, but oh well. And we are going pretty far into the heart of Germania now, guys. And this war has definitely been won for the legions, guys. We're now at 97 stability. And like, look at some of these legions. Like, look at the stuff they have. Like, it's just ridiculously good. Ridiculously good. Like, the Legio Italia, like, look at that. Like, all good ones as well. I don't think these guys have got any bad ones. Nice. And we are just stack wiping them so much. I honestly don't know how they've still got troops, guys. But I think we can get out of this war pretty soon. Well, guys, this is what we can take. A nice little tendril going all the way towards the steppe over here. Very nice. Indeed, I don't think the borders are going to be too horrific with this as well. And there we go. We've gone quite far, haven't we, guys? And I basically wanted to come across all the way this way so we can, like, fabricate a claim on some of these boys when we get chance. So, of course, we will do that. And again, this is not the most developed land, as you can see. Well then, guys, I think that is a nice little place to leave off. We have gone much further than the Rhine. We have all of Britain. We've pretty much got all of North Africa apart from Garamantia. And then, of course, we need to come down here to Central East Africa as well. Let me know down in the comments where you think we should be going. And once again, I am very sorry about the Civil War thing. It just wouldn't really work unless I wanted to sit here for 10 hours. And, you know, with my 3 jobs that I have, that's too much to do for a 30-minute video, really. So, but thank you for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Please do like and subscribe, guys. It really does help the channel out. We're on the way to 10,000 subscribers, so every single subscriber really does help out in that goal. And I hope you have enjoyed this Roman Empire video today with our glorious Appius IV somehow. And of course, posthumous Cornelius as well. What a glorious leader he was, leading Rome to the light or the darkness, whatever, whichever way you prefer, guys. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's been a pleasure, and I'll see you all again on the next video. And once again, massive thank you to some of the channel members, Cowie, Pascal, and David. If you are interested in supporting the channel out, you can do for as little as $1 a month down below. But without further ado, I'll see you all again on the next video.